Welcome back to the Sure Sales Group Show, episode 26, listing. We're wrapping up the 4-phase listing. So we're on phase 4. Phase 4 is the contract to close process. So we did the marketing, we did all the upfront work, we got the offer. Now we need to negotiate the offer, accepted the offer. Now we need to get it from contract through to closing. And that's very critical to make sure every party involved in the process lives up to their end of the bargain and we keep the contract in place and we don't let anything skid off the rails. Very critical to do, because a lot of times in these contingency periods and in the time frames for financing, there's windows of opportunity for buyers to ask for things and address issues that may affect our seller's net. So we do not like that to happen. And we have systems and structures and policies in place on our team to make sure it doesn't happen and to make sure we're staying abreast of all the issues before they come up, and then act quickly if they do come up. So here's how we do it. We have our own transaction coordinator. Her name's Tara Meunier. And anytime a home goes under contract, she analyzes every piece of the document with us, the agent, because we're obviously the ones who negotiated and had the contract accepted. And every date involved in this contract is plugged into our Google Calendars, and we highlight it every single day, an important event throughout the timeline of contract to close on our calendar, so we know, hey, did the buyer apply for financing within the 5 days like they were supposed to? Is the home inspection scheduled within the 10-day time frame like it's supposed to be? Did the buyer submit a home inspection request to us legally within the time frame they agreed upon? Did they do their termite inspection per the standard Maryland Association of Realtors contract? If not, great. If they did, okay, what do the results look like? Is the appraisal scheduled, and do we have a copy of the appraisal so we understand that the bank has what they need so the buyer can get their loan, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. There's 20 more inspections we could talk about: environmental, well, septic, the works. So it's really critical to have another set of eyes analyzing the dates and making sure we're staying on track. So that's very key. We do that. We make sure all of the documents are officially executed and ratified. We don't want to find out after we have a problem that the buyer never initialed a specific piece of the contract, or the seller didn't disclose something properly or didn't ratify something, so our contract loses its teeth. So as soon as we get that contract, we analyze the dates, we make sure everything's executed and ratified, and then again, as I just discussed, we kind of make sure we meet all the deadlines and contingency periods throughout the contract. That's why it's good to have a team, because one agent trying to do everything, record this video, call back my follow-up people, write a nice handwritten note, ask you for a referral. I need to make sure that, hey, we're taking care of business on the back end and really knocking these contracts out of the park for our clients. There's nothing worse than getting to the finish line and tripping over something that was easily preventable. So we prevent all that stuff in this contract to closing process. This is a sign of a good real estate team and a good real estate agent who has a process in place to protect not only themselves but their clients. So contract to close is phase 4. Then finally, we're at closing. All the documents are in place. We make sure you're netting the amount of money you're supposed to net, and then we go over the wiring instructions and what you need to bring to settlement with the keys and everything else that we agreed to throughout the contingency period. Maybe we had to fix a couple things in the house or provide the buyer with a little credit, or most of the time do nothing because we did all the hard work up front. But we get to closing and you're going to get your money. Or maybe you have to bring a little bit of money, but you're done with the property. So that's a big day, and we always like to tell our sellers, hey, you want to maybe talk to your CPA or your financial planner before you get this large sum of money, so you know what your tax implications are or aren't. You know, here in Maryland, if you've lived in your primary residence for 2 of the last 5 years, you don't have to pay a penny in taxes on the gains, which is big. So primary residence earnings on your sales are very nice to have because you don't pay any taxes. But all things tax, financial, you want to talk to your financial planner, your CPA. So that's a good news there. And then that's pretty much it. Then we're just talking about how can we work together again. We stay in touch with all of our past clients. We like to do fun things for them, keep them in the loop, let them know what's going on in their neighborhood, keeping them abreast of any changes that might have an impact on them. And we encourage all of our clients to use our resources. We're located right here in Canton, so if you ever need anything from us, by all means, we love to be of service. So whether it's making copies of keys, we have a key maker right outside my office. If it's having packages delivered to our office so they're not getting robbed off your doorstep somewhere here in Baltimore, we're happy to do that. If you need to use our copiers or scanners, we have a notary. Anything we can do to help, we want to stay in touch with you, and we want to earn the right to help you again in the future and earn the trust and respect to maybe work with some of your peers and colleagues as well. One other key component that I like to talk about with all of our owners is the investment side of things. The process is done, you just listed and sold a home. There's often really good opportunities to buy more real estate in a cash flow capacity in a purely investment format. And through our property management company and some of our other ties in the community, we have access to some pretty awesome things that can help create generational wealth. So we're always big on the investments. That's it for the 4-phase listing process. I hope you got a lot out of it. As you can see, we think a lot about these types of programs before we put them into place. And if you plan properly and you execute properly and you have a team, not an individual, but a whole team aligned with you and your goals, you're going to have a good experience when it comes to selling your house. Until next time. Oh, by the way, definitely check us out online and check out some of our reviews and check out some of our stats. Here on the back of our our 4-phase listing plan sheet, which I'll put on a PDF on the video. So whether you're seeing this on Facebook or LinkedIn, go back to our website, suresalesgroup.com/blog, and there'll be a PDF of this if you want to print it out or steal it, rip it off, put your company stuff in here and do a little R&D, rip off and duplicate. I don't know how I got off on that. What I was trying to say was look us up online and look at all of our reviews and look at our stats, because we don't just talk about it, we are about it, and we really put our best foot forward, and we want to serve you at the highest level possible. We want to earn your referrals. Thanks so much for watching.